Welcome, I'm Ron de Parmesan, and you're watching Newscats. Meow, listen up, because a brave soul fighting for peace has tragically lost her life. It's September 6th, 2024, when 26-year-old Aysenur Ezgi Eygi, a Turkish-American activist, was shot and killed by Israeli forces during a peaceful demonstration in Beita, West Bank. Eygi was advocating against the expansion of Israeli settlements, a heart-wrenching issue in this long-standing conflict. The protest turned violent, resulting in Eygi sustaining a fatal head injury, and despite being rushed to Rafidia Hospital, she was pronounced dead shortly after her arrival. The loss of such a dedicated life raises serious concerns. The White House is calling for a thorough investigation into the events that led to this shocking incident, describing it as deeply disturbing. It's a complicated and dangerous conflict, and Eygi's death shines a spotlight on the struggles faced by activists across the globe. Now, let's draw a richer picture of who Aysenur Ezgi was. This wasn't just any activist. She had dual citizenship from Turkey and the United States, and was a passionate member of the international solidarity movement. This organization is all about non-violent resistance in the face of adversity. Eygi wasn't merely fighting a battle for herself. She dedicated her efforts to supporting Palestinian farmers who faced aggression from Israeli settlers. These protests against illegal settlements are part of a tradition in Palestinian towns resisting encroachment. It's a voice of dissent echoing through history, and Eygi was right there, standing tall for her beliefs, risking it all with an unyielding commitment. Amid escalating tensions that followed military actions in Gaza after the Hamas attacks in October 2023, these protests became even more fraught with peril, reflecting deeper historical grievances. Every time she stood up, she didn't just represent her ideals, she embodied the courage of countless others who strive for peace and justice. Eygi's final moments during that protest are chilling to recount. Eyewitnesses describe her standing peacefully, raising her voice against the injustice when chaos erupted. Israeli forces fired upon demonstrators, releasing tear gas and using live ammunition. One eyewitness stated, "There was no aggression from us. We were just standing together, united." This heart-stopping testimony reveals the stark reality of her death. It's a tragic reminder of the danger activists face in areas rife with conflict. Eygi was shot in the head while advocating for change, an unfathomable situation for someone simply speaking out against illegal actions. The swift response from medical personnel was commendable, but Eygi's injuries were too grave for any life-saving efforts. This tragedy does not just resonate with her family and friends, it underlines a crucial issue, the very safety of individuals advocating for social justice. The atmosphere at protests like these often reflects a larger struggle where peaceful assembly is met with force, raising questions about the state of human rights. In response to this tragic incident, the Israeli military asserted their actions stemmed from perceived threats during the demonstration. The Israel Defense Forces, known as the IDF, framed this shooting as part of self-defense measures, claiming they were uncontrollable in the face of rocks being thrown at them. But one can't help but wonder, what does it say about society when peaceful protest is viewed as a threat? Their insistence on conducting an investigation may seem a step towards accountability. However, it's imperative to consider the broader context of military engagement in civilian areas. The ripple effects of Eygi's death extend beyond her personal tragedy. They contribute to ongoing debates about the safety of activists and the rights of individuals standing up for justice on a global scale. This incident is not just a moment to mourn, it's a call to action for continued dialogue around military engagement in civilian spaces. The response from the US government has been urgent. Both the White House and the State Department expressed deep concern over Eygi's death, emphasizing the importance of thoroughly investigating this incident. With a sense of urgency, officials stated, "This tragic loss of an American life must not go without accountability." Meanwhile, the Turkish Ministry of Foreign Affairs condemned Eygi's death, calling it a murder and vowing to hold Israel accountable for their actions. This reaction reflects a broader sentiment among Palestinians and their allies, who see Eygi's death as representative of increasing violence against peaceful protesters. Activists are echoing the sentiment that this incident can't just be seen as another statistic. It's a pivotal moment in the broader narrative of human rights and activism in a complex geopolitical landscape. Eygi's legacy could serve as a rallying point for those demanding justice and accountability, shaping how these conversations unfold in the future. As we unravel the layers of this tragic situation, it's essential to understand that Aysenur Ezgi Eygi's story is part of a larger tapestry involving not only the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, but also international relations and the role of activism in advocating for human rights. The international community is carefully watching the fallout from this incident. With so many individuals inspired to fight for justice, Eygi's life and tragic death could serve as a catalyst for change. Meow, just imagine a time when activists, regardless of their nationality, can stand together without fear of violence. The courage of voices like Eygi's must resonate beyond borders, urging all of us to reflect on our roles as global citizens. Every voice counts, and together we can contribute to a more just and peaceful world. So, as we remember Aysenur Ezgi, let's keep pushing for awareness and engagement, ensuring that her story continues to inspire action, dialogue, and above all, compassion. I'm Ron de Parmesan, and this has been another Newscat special report. Mesau.